Good morning, friends. On behalf of Rachikshan Sanstha's Sri Sadguru Gangagir Maharaj Science, Gautam Arts and Sanjeevani Commerce College, Kopargaon, District Ahmednagar, I welcome you for this online lecture mode. In this present academic year, we have designed certain online lectures through this app. Here, I welcome again all of you for this MA English Part 1st, paper number 1.2, Literature from 1798 to the present. I am Dr. Yashwant Yamar. I am going to deal with this paper and I am going to prepare certain other lectures in this mode of this paper. In this present PPT, we are going to study aims and objectives, course content, allotment of credits that are prescribed for this paper for MA English in the semester pattern. Let us think about aims and objectives. The paper is started as paper number 1.2, Literature from 1798 to the present, aims and objectives. The university has framed certain aims and objectives for the students while studying this paper. The first aim is that to introduce students to the major achievements and figures of figures of English literature through a study of selected literary texts, pieces published during the period prescribed for study. Next is to enhance learners' literary sensibility and their emotional response to the literary texts and to help them understand the thematic and stylistic preoccupations of the writers prescribed for study. Next aim is to enable them to critically examine the writer's thematic concerns and to point out the significance of such concerns in the post-colonial context. To help them recognize the distinctive ways in which the writers differed in their ideological positions from their counterparts belonging to different ages. Next objective is to provide learners some basic information about England's political, social and cultural developments during the period prescribed for study. Next objective, to enable them to critically assess the universal values that the writers tend to project in their writings. Next is to help learners apply the literary critical principles they study in the paper Literary Criticism and Theory to the texts prescribed or to any other text they read. Next objective, to explain to the learners the canonical relevance of the texts prescribed for them, to help them identify potential areas of research on which they can work independently for securing a degree or merely for the sake of obtaining knowledge. And last is that to enhance their proficiency in English. So these are some of the aims and objectives prescribed by Savitribai Phule Pune University Pune for this course. As far as course content is concerned, we have 4 units for this semester. In these 4 units, we have to study different authors with the help of their texts, and there are certain clock hours which are devised for the study of these writers. In unit number first, there are 2 poets, S.T. Coleridge and William Wordsworth. We have to study the Forced at Midnight by S.T. Coleridge and Dissection and Ode. These 2 poems we have to study of S.T. Coleridge, and again we have to study one more poem by William Wordsworth, That poem is Resolution and Independence. In unit number 2, we have to study second generation of romantic poets, that is P.B. Shelley, John Keats and Felicia Hemans. We have to study England in 1819, a poem by P.B. Shelley. We have to study Ode on the Grecian Urn by John Keats, and on first looking into Chapman's Homer. It's also a poem by John Keats. And last poet in this unit is that Felicia Hemans. We have to study the Birds Release in this unit, and we have to study these 3 poets for 16 hours. In the next unit, unit number 3, we have to study a novel by Mary Shelley. That novel is Frankenstein for 15 hours, and in the last unit, unit number 4, we have to study Jane Austen's Persuasion. It's also a novel for 15 clock hours. So in this way, we have to study certain poems and certain novels from 19th century England. Let us think about allotment of credits. Credit pattern has been started from the last year, that is from 2019-20. This is the second year of this semester pattern, and you should know the allotment of credits. 1 credit is equal to 15 clock hours, and 4 credits are equal to 60 clock hours. So each semester will have coursework of 60 clock hours. This also includes the completion of background to each period or age. Now there are certain suggestions for the students. The students should know the literary background, moments, important writers and their works. There will be separate question on the background of the period. For example, questions will be asked on the modernist movement, post-structural ideas, contemporary British literature, etc. The students should have brief introduction of the socio-political and historical conditions that prevailed in England during the periods. The dominant literary tendencies and trends, the stylistic features of the authors, the major thematic concerns in the texts, etc., are also issues that can be discussed. The students are expected to read all the primary texts as well as histories of English literature and some critical works, commentaries on each text and author. ICT based teaching, amply supported by classroom interactions, is strongly recommended. Let us see how we can do something in this matter. The students are expected to prepare PPTs and notes on various themes of the texts and the characteristic features of the writing of the authors prescribed for study. The students may watch film versions of the novels and plays as well as reading of poems, sometimes by the poets themselves. Seminars, discussions and presentations in the classroom can be adopted as means to enhance their critical skills or the critical skills of learners, we can say like this. Now as far as evaluation procedure is concerned, you should know that this is your first semester and it will be evaluated for 100 marks. There are 100 marks for this semester, and there will be the marks are divided into 2 patterns, that is internal examination and external examination. Internal examination will be there in mid semester continuous assessment like that, and it will be conducted by the subject teacher, As far as external examination is concerned, it will be end semester assessment. It will be conducted by the Savitribai Phule University, Pune. Internal examination will be there for 50 marks and external examination will be there for 50 marks. As far as internal examination is concerned, the subject teacher has clear-cut guidelines that he can evaluate the students by giving a research article on given topics, seminar presentation on given topics, assignments on given topics, and internal paper. That is, there will be 4 questions out of 2 students have to face, and each question will be for 10 marks. So there will be a research article. Students will be asked to write a research article and it will be evaluated for 10 marks. Then they will be asked to present that research article or any other topic for 10 marks. Assignment will be given, it will be again evaluated for 10 marks, and internal paper will be evaluated for 20 marks. So in this way they will have to face different modes of examination, different modes of evaluation, we can say. For 50 marks, that will be their internal examination, and for external examination there will be 5 questions for 10 marks each. So in this way the evaluation procedure is that the students have to face each paper in each semester for 100 marks. That is the course. As far as study of these poets and authors are concerned, students should know that there are different kinds of references you can refer to prepare your stands on these authors, on these poets and novelists, we can say. So there are certain online resources, secondary resources as such. As far as online resources are concerned, you find that the links are given here in this PPT. The links are about S.T. Coleridge's Frost at Midnight, Dissection and Ode. So we have to study 2 poems and you can get study material of these poems on these 2 links. You can see the link in the PPT. You can search the links and you will get the material. As far as William Wordsworth's poem Resolution and Independence is concerned, the link is given here. You can use the online source for your better understanding. No doubt there will be discussion in the online mode, and along with this discussion, students are requested to go on this URL address and search the material that is concerned with their topic. Again, there will be URL link of the study material of the poem England in 1819. It is a poem by P.B. Shelley. So the link is present in front of you in the PPT. You can copy paste it or you can just type it on your URL address and search the material. Next, same is the case with John Keats's poem Ode on the Grecian Urn and on first looking into Chapman's Homer. 2 links are given for these 2 poems. There are a huge material is available on internet, but rather these 2 links are recommended. Students are requested to search material on these 2 links or on different kinds of sources. Then again, Felicia Hemans' The Birds release. Material about this poem we can get on this URL address. And as far as novel Frankenstein is concerned, it is a novel by Mary Shelley and you can get a text on internet as well as study material on internet. Even there are images and I think there is a film also on Frankenstein. You have to search it out on internet. And during the course of our lecture, if the material is available, then proper links will be shared with the students. Same is the case with Jane Austen Persuasion. It's a novel by Jane Austen, and you can get material on internet in the standard mode. Now, as far as secondary sources are concerned, there are number of books that students can go through. They can refer these books for their further study, for their further understanding. I have given a list here in this PPT that has been provided by Savitribai Phule University Phule while dealing with the course, the material of the course, the syllabus of the course as such. You can have a look at these PPTs and you will find the study material there. I will just slide over one after another and you can get a bird view of this study material. These are the books you can see, and these books are dealing with S.T. Coleridge and his two poems, that is Prost at Midnight and Dissection and Ode. So students are expected here that they should look at the style that the reference books are mentioned here, how the name of the author is written and how the title of the book is written. It is written in the title of the book is written in italics, and afterwards the place where it is published, that is given here, and the publisher, the company, the name of the company or the publisher who has published the book, he has been referred here. After that you will find that the year of publication is given here. When one starts his course for master degree or for research, he should be aware of all these techniques, that how to write down the reference books, and at the same time it is helpful for the students to understand the material, to understand the source of the material, and even they can locate the books easily. That is the thing. It is about S.T. Coleridge. Same is the case with William Wordsworth. You will find that there is a list of books of William Wordsworth. You can refer those books. For example, Bernard Groome, The Unity of Wordsworth's Poetry. It is published at New York by St. Martin's Press in 1966. Then next is that Denby F.J.F., The Simple Wordsworth. It is published at London, Routledge and Kegan Paul Publishers, and it is published in 1960. Durant Joffrey has published a book, William Wordsworth. It is published at New Delhi by Vikas Publishing House in 1979, and it was first published by Cambridge University Press in 1969. So these are some of the examples that you can refer the reference books, and you should know, you should be well acquainted with the style of writing reference books. That is one of the soft skills that students have to learn here. Again, there is a list of books. These books are about P.B. Shelley and his poetry. So you can refer the books time to time while studying their poems for the sake of understanding the poet in a better way. This is a list of books, and these books are about John Keats's poem Ode on the Grecian Urn and on first looking into Chapman's Homer. You see, it's a long list, so I have made two PPTs of this list. And then next is that Felicia Hemans. Again, there is a list of books that will help you to study or to understand Felicia Hemans. Next, this is a list of books that you can refer while studying Mary Shelley and her novel Frankenstein. Next is the list of books that will be helpful to study Jane Austen's novel Persuasion, and there are two PPTs actually which contribute to the list of the books that are there to study Jane Austen's novel Persuasion. So this is something about MA part 1st, paper number 1.2, English literature from 1798 to the present. In this PPT we have discussed aims and objectives, course content, allotment of credits, certain suggestions for students, evaluation procedure, even we studied reference books, the style of writing different kinds of references. How can we write online resources and how can we write secondary sources also. So students have to think about all these things seriously. They can observe the material in PPT and they can develop their interest in this paper. As far as this paper is concerned, it is about Romantic period, Victorian period and modern period. To the present means we have to include postmodern period also. Let us see, that means what kind of texts are prescribed from these periods. But as far as first semester is concerned, we have to think about the first period in Victorian, first period in this paper, that is of Romantic poetry. After Romantic poetry we have to study Victorian poetry. Again after Victorian poetry we have to study certain texts from modern period. Okay, so I have prepared a bridge course. Next lecture will be there on bridge course, where student will be introduced to the Romantic period, or that will be dealing with background of the paper. So there I am going to tell you about the different ages or different periods in this paper. So with this, thank you.